piece, essentially, but leaves them unanswered. It highlights an information gap.
And that brings us to the final point raised in the source, the toll of human loss and physical damage.
And this is, of course, incredibly important, gets to the real-world consequences.
Absolutely. The human cost is always a central concern in any conflict or potential conflict situation.
It reflects that fundamental worry about the impact on ordinary people, on lives, on infrastructure.
Yet, just like the other points, the source just raises the issue. It asks about the toll.
But gives no specifics. No numbers, no descriptions of damage, nothing concrete at all about this potential toll. It just flags it as another area of concern.
So it seems like a consistent theme here.
Very consistent. The source points to critical areas: military security with the Rafale, the state of peace with the ceasefire, and the humanitarian impact. But in each case, it provides no data, no details, no answers to its own questions.
Okay. So wrapping up this deep dive then, we've looked at the source material and it clearly flags some really significant concerns regarding India and Pakistan.
That's right. The potential Rafale loss, the ceasefire status, the human and physical toll. These are clearly top of mind for whoever put this source material together.
But, and this is the key takeaway from our look at this source.
The source itself doesn't actually answer any of these crucial questions it raises.
Exactly. It poses the questions but offers no updates, no data, no confirmation or denial. Our deep dive really just highlights these questions as points of interest within this text, alongside a lack of corresponding information.
Our mission was to see what the source tells us, and in this case, it tells us more about the questions being asked than about the answers.
Right. So the main insight is the presence of these significant questions coupled with the absence of answers in this specific material, which leads us to a final thought for you, the listener.
Given these unanswered questions that are so clearly laid out in the source, what might be some reasons for this lack of specific information? And perhaps more practically, what other kinds of sources or avenues might you explore if you were trying to find clarity on these really vital issues?